Hello there and welcome back to Milk It Reviews again. Right, what I've got here is a 511 Tactical Trainer 2, the mid-height. Right, a waterproof shoe, stroke boot, hiking boot, whatever you want to call it, but a boot that works excuse me, incredibly well. Now those of you that have seen my review on the low version of these, right, the Tactical Trainer, right, I've had those for coming up for about, I don't know, about 10 months ish. They prove so good, so comfortable, so robust. The soles are so good, right, I invested in a pair of these, right, for winter use, right, and these have actually stood up quite well in the non-stop wet weather that we've been having recently. Now that is the main advantage to these over the low version, apart from obviously the angle protection that these afford you. These are waterproof, right, and they are waterproof, right, there's no ifs or buts about that. They work extremely well, right. The good thing about it is, right, since I've had these, we have had 3 or 4, we had a very good Easter, right. It was warm. I was wondering whether the waterproof lining on these would end up giving me sweaty feet. No, they didn't. Right, it's just as if the waterproof lining wasn't there, right. So incredibly breathable. I mean, the suede and the mesh, very breathable, right. The mesh itself, right, I mean, some people have sent me messages, you know, how robust is it, does it tear, right. Well, on the trainers, no, it hasn't at all, and they have seen some real abuse, right. So I mean, when it comes down to it, right, you are buying a very robust shoe stroke boot, right, when you're taking a look at these Tactical Trainers from 511, right. You've got this rubbery abrasion resistant toe coating, and also around the back on the heel as well. Again, right, exceptionally good. If you was to take a look at the others, which I don't want to bring into this review because at the end of the day this is about these sorry, they have been up and over walls and so forth, and this works. It's not even marked it, you know. I mean, it's phenomenal stuff. It's probably the stuff they make 747 tyres out of, right. It's that good, right. But plenty of cushioning throughout the shoe. I mean, right the way down inside, right. The removable footbed, right. Again, right, still in brilliant condition, right, after the amount of use that these have had, right. They don't absorb water, right, and they don't stink, right. So it's what are they? They're Ortholite footbeds. I can never remember that name, right. But no, removable. You can chuck them in the washing machine if you want, right. It says on the bottom here, breathable, moisture transport, yeah, shock absorbing, cushion comfort, antimicrobial, and odour fighting. That's the one for me, right. As my wife will tell you, right. No, very good, right. Let me just pop that back in there. Right, I always have this problem when I take them out, but at the end of the day they do go back in with no problem, right. It's just me, I've got big hands and they don't fit in the boots too well, right. The other nice feature to these, also on the trainers, this pull tab on the back. Now I use this a lot, right, but if you don't want to use it, if you want to pull them on and then you need that tucked away because you don't want it to get hooked up and everything, they've put a bit of elastic shock cord across the back here, so you can tuck that underneath there. Get my finger stuck in there as well, and it keeps it down out of the way. I mean, how about that for attention to detail, right. I've never come across any footwear with that facility other than the Tactical Trainers from 511. Right, what else have we got? These are a size 10, right. These are a normal fitting, right. I normally take a wide, right. I don't know why, but I end up with a pair of regular, right. But the thing is, they fit, right. The other ones that I have are wide fitting. They are wider, right. So if you've got feet like flippers like I have, right, then at the end of the day you might want to look at the wider fitting as opposed to the regular fitting. But these do fit all right. Now, I haven't had any problems with them. If I did have, they'd have gone back, right. Oh, what else we got? Not really that we can say, right. The other thing, the things I do want to raise, you notice that from the Taclite boots up to the Tactical Trainers and these have got 511 sausage laces, right. Now the thing is, they do look like a string of sausages, right. I would love to be able to buy these laces, 511. Please market these as a separate item, right, they are so good. You put a normal bow knot in your shoes and they stay done up. Right, there's no need to double, triple knot, blood knot, surgeon knots. Right, I've tried them all. Right, these work. Right, they're robust. Right, they do last. Right, there's no ifs or buts about it. Love to be able to buy these as a separate item, 511, if you're listening. Right, I think if you went and put these on as a separate item, it could land up being the biggest selling product, because once people have got their hands on these, they're not going to want any other type of laces. Right, one other thing I will bring up. Right, the amount of loops. Right, and the mixture of loops. We've got a mixture of I've written this down because I can never remember it. Where was it? That was it. You got a combination of composite, right, I would say it's a high impact plastic, right, and gilly, like the nylon loop laces, or loops, sorry, for the laces to pass through. It allows really good adjustability when you're doing these up. Right, like I say, I've got quite a wide foot. Right, I like a shoe to feel tight. Right, I can leave the front quite slack, right, to accommodate my foot width, and then actually tighten this bit up the top here. So when it's on your foot, it feels like it's on your foot and it's not slopping around. Right, and I'm sure that is down to the mixture of these nylon loops and the composite lace loops that you've got in there. Right, any questions at all, please feel free to ask. Sorry, there's no doubt some of you have come up with questions. You want to spot things that I've missed. The one thing I did forget. How can I forget this? I get asked a lot of questions about who makes the soles. I don't know. Right, is the truth. I would guess that it's his 511's design. Right, I would guess that it's their patent on this sole. Honestly, I don't know. Right, I must fire off an email and try and find out, because I do get asked a lot. I've always been quite particular when it comes down to working footwear and the type of soles and the composite of the sole material. Right, because when it comes down to it, right, it's important to me. What I can say is these do not slip. There's a shopping centre close by that has the most lethal flooring in there when you've got wet footwear. You've never seen anything like it. It's like Strictly Come ice skating all over again. Right, people walk off of the wet high street into this shopping centre and there's lots of people end up flat on their backsides. These grip. Right, that is my testing area, right, for new footwear. If they don't slip in there, they're not going to slip anywhere. Right, I understand that they're all resistant, right, which pretty much, right, is a lot of the footwear soles that you get now. I would say, right, I mean, a lot of people, they love Vibram soles. I'll say I've got to confess, so do I. Right, when you actually feel the density of the rubber, right, to me that feels very, very similar to a Vibram sole. Right, I have had other brands of boots before, right, which have a cheaper sole on them, which was really hard, more of a plasticky, and they were lethal. I won't mention the name at all, it's not fair, right, but I'm sure that most people that are watching this video have heard of the manufacturer and probably experienced it themselves. Right, I hasten to add it's not 511. Right, but when it comes down to it, no, everything about them is great. Right, they're super comfortable, they're lightweight, they're breathable, they're waterproof. What more do you want? Right, they're also available. This is anthracite, the colour on these. You can get them in black as well. Right, I'd like to see them bring out a tan as well. Right, my low trainers are in like a coyote sort of browny tanny colour. You can have a look on 511's website. The web address will be at the end of this review. Right, take a look at the brown ones. Right, I'd love to see this in a coyote tan. Right, or the same colour as the low ones, right, in the brown. Right, I think you'd sell a lot of those, especially what's going on out in Afghanistan at the moment. I could see there been a lot of people wearing those, right, as uniform boots. Right, but any questions, please feel free to drop me a line. If I don't know the answer, I'll find someone that does for you. Right, please subscribe to the channel if you're a first-time viewer. Right, you'll find that there are other reviews coming up in the future. Right, and if you subscribe, you'll get email updates as and when they've been published. Right, hopefully the next ones you'll see from me will be in brilliant hot sunshine, and I can... oh dear, yeah, we'll sort of dry out a bit, and I'm now going to go and sit in the tumble dry for 3 days, I think. But thanks for watching. Any questions, drop me a line. Thanks, bye-bye.